Bad idea, Fairy. Well, more waifu games, Fonto. But I need to save money. You won't need money if you have waifus, Fonto. We'll see what happens with fairies, I know, but fairies will definitely make everything fucking easy. You don't have to wail for it if it's done for you. That is another thing, Takarev, I suppose. But then again, you guys are already giving me money in general, so you're already doing it, even if I did it on my own. Oh, it's still gonna be 34,000 fucking XP! But at least we made progress. Progress is being made. I think I'm gonna call it here for the night after we get Type 63 up, and then tomorrow I'm probably gonna have to come back and do this again. And then IDW is gonna be the squad leader, so she gets the MVP, and she gets the bonuses. She's not gonna get the MVP bonus, but she'll at least level a little better. And of course, continuing to level literally everyone else. Can I just stuff them into a fucking hyperbolic time chamber and have them level like the fucking dorms in Azur Lane? But no, I suppose that's combat reports. That's what that is for. Can I just feed them can I just, like, make a trough of fucking snacks and just leave them alone? Please? Oh look, a quick production. How about that? And all of the productions are finished. What do we got? 1911. 36. I don't have any anything. Don't have any anythings. But are we at capacity here? Yes, we are. That's a good thing I checked. Good thing I checked. $26. Okay, good. Okay, so am I dumping off anything that I don't want? No. Right, okay. At least I'm nursing the dolls up to their maximum stats. Or at least the DPS dolls in my squad up to their maximum stats very efficiently. At least that is one thing me having to stop and dump all of the doubles into all of the dolls that I'm leveling is forcing me to do. Level them properly. Rather than keep their stats up. Feed them. This is why Azur Lane is so much better in this regard, because you can literally just have them sit in a fucking dorm and get XP. Good God. IDW is probably gonna need to repair it. It's kind of funny, too, because even if I had all 5 stars here, this would still take forever. So that's about my only solace, I suppose. Yeah, Azur Lane does fall short in the story department. It kind of just stops after World 3. This is understood. Split accepted. But yeah, this is a better laid out game. The only problem is the grind needs to be fucking really, really tended to. And if they make Girls Frontline 2 a more legitimate conventional game that does have grind in it, but it's more balanced out, I'm sure that they'll actually make a very, very good game. Like, basically a turn-based strategy game, or fuck, maybe even an action game. That'd be interesting to see. The elements of this game really work. They work well together. Work well together aside from the fucking grind. I expect a strategy game because the Japanese don't really do first-person shooters. They don't really like first-person shooters. It'd be interesting. Maybe we'd actually get that fucking those meme pictures of Call of Waifu. We'd actually have a goddamn game about that. We'd have Call of Waifu Modern Warfare. But no, I don't expect a Japanese company to make a first-person shooter like that. Or probably be like XCOM, but Japanese, Chinese, whatever the hell. Where is Team MICA from? They're Chinese, right? Same kind of diff applies, really. They don't really make first-person shooters all that much. The Asian companies, the Asian market doesn't have a lot of first-person shooters in it. They play some first-person shooters, like, say, Counter-Strike, or loosely in some cases. That's kind of died off in recent years, I suppose. Yeah, they like RPGs more. They don't really necessarily... Yeah, that's the thing. The Asian market doesn't like first-person shooters, and that's kind of like an understood thing. We don't really see very many first-person shooter games come out of, like, the Japanese or other Asian markets. So, expecting them to actually make a Call of Duty? Or, like, fuck, even a Killzone or something like that? No, that's not gonna happen. Or it'll be highly unlikely. It would be very, very interesting, but highly unlikely. It'd be kind of funny to have a girls' Frontline game too, really. It could be like, say like Halo Reach, where 6 is kind of a faceless, like, variable character. They could make you a box standard AR-15 and you can upgrade yourself along the story. You can be whoever the hell you wanted to be. Or any other really modular gun. And they let the character, basically let the character creation go wild. That would be interesting. I'd like to see that game made just for the sake of entertainment. But I don't think a Western company would do that specifically like that. Girls Frontline Land Warrior, that would be cash as fuck. But you see, that's the thing. I don't think a Western company would do that, and even then, they wouldn't focus on specifically anime girls. They do mostly male focused because that's what the Western market is. Mainly male focused. People like to whine about being progressive, but it still sticks to this day. It's mainly male focused. It would be very interesting to see that sort of thing, though. It's Halo or Call of Duty, but with cute girls who are guns. I would love to see someone try that. Co-op against Sangvis. Yeah, Sangvis Horde mode. If you sit down and think, you already know what this first-person shooter should really be. PvP against Grifon Kryuger and yeah, exactly. You already really know what this should be. You can sit down and think about all the elements that you want out of this thing, and you already know what should be there. So it wouldn't be that hard. Really, honestly, I would say if they just kind of looked really hard at Call of Duty Modern Warfare, if they just look at Call of Duty 4 really hard and say, we're gonna make this, but with anime girls, it would be fucking fantastic. Like, it wouldn't be, like, the most amazing thing you've ever seen, but it would be good enough to pass. You could make that game. Or hell, you could take inspiration from Titanfall a little bit with more wacky abilities. It'd be interesting. It would be silly, and it'd be kind of odd to play, but I think it'd honestly be worth a look. Call of Waifu meme in the trash heap. Yeah, good. That like, we could... I'd love to see that game get made, but I don't think the Asian market's gonna actually do that. They won't do it on their own. A Western company has to step in and do that, but then you gotta give them a reason to do that. Which there really aren't very many of. They could, like, surprise people and get the weeb market. Like, if EA loses the FIFA money, they could just, you know, they could try to appeal to the weeb market. That would be funny to see. But that would be interesting. That would be interesting to see. But I don't think the Japanese market isn't... It's one of those perfect storm where it's like, you want the sensibilities of someone to be added to something that they will never make. And that's kind of the unfortunate thing, I suppose. You want all the anime stuff to be added in or put together into Call of Waifu. And it would be fun if it was in Call of Waifu. It would be really, really fun to actually see that just for the sake of seeing it. But you'd never see it out of the Asians. You'd never see them make it, and the Western game development or Western game industry who would make that kind of game has no interest in using Asian sensibilities in making that kind of game. So really, you need somebody to kind of bridge the gap here. It would be fucking hilarious if somebody did it, though. Again, if Fonto rules the world, I'd like to see if this was done. I have no idea who or what that I'd do. Who or what I'd do, but really, I'd probably just go back and play Call of Duty 4. And just sit there and examine Call of Duty 4 for a while. And then maybe the other ones, just see if you can pick anything else out. And then just sit down and just kind of think about and brainstorm what are the good things that first-person shooters have done in the last 2 decades. Because I'm sitting here thinking, if it's Call of Duty 4, but just with waifus, it would be fine. It'd be perfectly fine. People would cringe at it, but it would still be entertaining. Yeah, I'm just imagining, like going back, I think, really, in terms of modern Call of Duties, Call of Duty 4's campaign, even outshining Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty 4's campaign holds up really goddamn well even today. Like, that's the kind of experience I'd actually want to deliver if I was doing, like, a Girls Frontline game. Because, honestly, I think about even playing just the remastered version, that game holds together really fucking well. There's just something that was done about that campaign that was good, and it still feels good today. It had the most grounded story. A lot of everything that was presented was still... Everything that was presented in a somewhat realistic way, but yet realistic yet cinematic way. Modern Warfare 2, I think, went completely overboard with it. And honestly, you still get the points like even the Force Recon Marine team, that felt like that wasn't the Spec Ops shenanigans, but it felt like it was really grounded and it was presented very well. So, and even like just playing through the game, just the thought of me like looking like imagining gameplay of the game and just like retracing my steps through the campaign, through all the levels, it's just that it just feels nice. They're nice images that come to mind. I don't have as nice images when thinking about like Modern Warfare 2, for example. So, yeah, that would be the thing. If I had infinite money and ruled the world, and you asked me, Fonto, make Call of Waifu, I would look at Call of Duty 4. What you would get with Call of Duty, what you would get is Call of Duty 4 with some eccentricities. You may even actually get a third-person game too. That's an idea. That's a completely different ballgame. But that's more Gears of War. I kind of want to make it a third-person game, because then you get to stare at your own waifu all day long. You get to make your own eye candy. But, I'm not sure. If I was doing a third-person game, I'd look at Gears of War and then maybe also Uncharted as well. That's probably where you get the gameplay from me. Gears of waifu. Yes, exactly. Gears within the waifu. Gears of Waifu, a machine for weebs. Thanks, Patrick. But it would be entertaining to see that kind of game. Just for the sake of seeing it, just to see what it would be like. But if I made it, I'd probably say, look, I'm gonna make Call of Duty 4 with waifus. And I think it'd probably be fine at the end of the day. It'd be, the campaign would need some very special writing. The campaign would need some very, very special writing. Writing that I don't think I could do, but I kind of know what I want to see. Nope. Base it off your Ace Combat universe would work. You want me to throw Sylvanas into this? Oh lord. Oh lord. That is kind of what that side campaign we've been talking about is, though. Guns and Rock and Roll is basically me doing Girls Frontline, but I don't know what the hell's going on with that one. I don't know if that actually takes place with Vosh and Servants, though. I think that might just me be straight ripping, like, just Sangvis and Grifon and Kryuger. I don't know if I'd actually sit down and make that and tie that in. Though I could! I really could, honestly. I made provisions for some of this shit. Really, when Endgame happens, really everything goes fucking wacky, and you can kind of explain anything with Endgame. The, like, I already have the, whatchamacallit, the alternate universe that is, like, I call it Fortress 00, and that's basically my own off-brand Evangelion, and that's where I stuck the named robots, you know, Black November, Musketeer Wyoming, Gibraltar Gunsmoke, and Zephyr Oxide. That's where I stuff them. If you're gonna see them in my writing, that's where you're gonna see them. Right, IDW can take another run. But I suppose I'll keep these memes alive as long as I can through what I'm doing and see if I can permutate them into something, I don't know, interesting. I need another giant robot game so I can make more things. I'll get there, Hyperfish, I'll get there. 14,000, we are halfway there. Oh lord. That's not the kind of robot game, though. I could play Gundam Breaker, but that's not the kind of robot game I'm talking about. We need something like fucking Chrome Hounds. Oh, well, there is also, there is also Armored Core that I was supposed to be doing after the Ace Combat event, but that's a little complicated. I also miss N-War. Good God, Warhammer. N-War was actually pretty good. That game is dead and it's never coming back, though. And the sad part is it doesn't function while it's dead. There is no, like, skirmish thing that you can do. I'd love to play N-War and there being a skirmish where you can just play the game's online campaign against the AI. But fuck it, shit man, N-War was good. I liked N-War. There's Metal Wolf Chaos. But that's Metal Gear Revengeance. But with giant robots. Yeah, but the campaign only sets up the global map. It doesn't do anything else. Like, what I want to do is I want to play the world map campaign with the AI. If that was there, it'd be fantastic. You would still be able to play. You'd still be able to play Endgame, or End War, right? Don't mix up the titles with your super weapon, Papa. But you'd still be able to play it just fine. And I'd sit there and actually play it, and it was actually kind of fun. Like, the voice communication stuff actually worked pretty well. It was it was janky to be expected in some cases, but it actually worked out fairly well most of the time. It's just sad that Ubisoft changed fucking gears from RTS games right into open world games, basically, at that point. And they're probably never gonna come back until somebody makes a good RTS game again. I am disappointed. Alright, so I think we're at I think we're at capacity. That's index. I have to look at my fucking armory. 99. We can go in one more time. We can cheat it one more time. They tried to, I haven't looked at Halo Wars, but I'll take your word for it. Well, Halo Wars 2. I remember playing the beta and demo for Halo Wars 1. That was actually also a good game, but that was about the time where real-time strategy games just fell off the fucking face of the earth. Which is really disappointing, because the original Halo Wars was actually fairly well put together, and I'm surprised we actually got a sequel. I kind of came out of left field. But from what I hear about for Halo Wars 2, it did okay, but it's not gonna light the world on fire. We're not gonna see a sudden resurgence of good real-time strategy games, and that's not necessarily what. And that's actually deceptive. When I say real-time strategy games, what we really want is story-focused real-time strategy games. We want our Halo Wars, we want our End War, we want our World in Conflict. Those games, but those aren't competitive games. We don't want StarCraft. Dear fucking God, we don't want StarCraft. Even though StarCraft's single-player campaign was pretty good, but we don't want StarCraft. Also, Command & Conquer. That series is dead, though. Story-focused real-time strategy game. That is, like, super dead. Well, Kanyusha, if you want to play that with co-op, yeah, that'd be something we could do. I'd be kind of skipping things, but I've basically seen kind of what happens with Halo Wars 1, so it's not really a new game for me. Okay, we're getting there. Alright, so, Kanyusha, it's your choice to what we do on your birthday, so if you want to do co-op in Halo Wars 2, I'll do that. That's October 9th for the rest of you guys. I'll probably be keeping the drinks low on stream, though. You, sir, you can drink all you want. Clancy's futility while... Oh, yeah, right! Tom Clancy's exercise in futility. Right. That we can totally use for more Servant Vosh Land Warrior memes. Yeah, World in Conflict 2 probably never coming out. Probably never coming out. It's really unfortunate, but it's probably never coming out because they're not working on real-time strategy games anymore. So why would they make one? It's in my plans, though. That's one of, like, the top things for Fonto Rules the World. Fonto rules the world and then makes World in Conflict 2, but with Servants and Vosh. I will be entertained. I will be entertained, and I will try to write you a story that's on par with, well, the actually fairly memorable story that's in World in Conflict. Everybody remembers Bannon. But I'll try to make sure that gets made, and then also, additionally, all I want to do is I want to just have World in Conflict, but slightly better. So it's not like I can fuck it up, really. If it plays too differently from the original game, if I try to change too much, it's not gonna work and I'm gonna be unhappy about it. So at least there's a safeguard for that. But really, all I want to do is I want to have World in Conflict again, but updated and with something new to play. But again, Fontaman rules the world. That's one of the first things I want to do. And also, there will be a Servant and Vosh campaign for that. I will do it. I will even go so far as to do World in Conflict and then do Soviet Assault. But Vosh, I will give you that expansion pack. You will play as a Voshkodestian commander. You will see both sides of the war. There will be some serious narrative balance. There will be some horrendous cases of narrative balance. It will happen. It's in my plans. If I actually get to do that sort of crazy shit, which I might not, but you know what? I might as well talk about it, so just in case someone lets me do it. Will there be waifus, though? That's another thing as well. Cutscenes. Animated cutscenes. Gonna be a story about kids and fun. Serving kids and fun. Bailey might make it a cameo appearance. We get Apocalypse tanks and things like IT-1 supporting them. Voshkodestians don't do that sort of thing. Piper as well, maybe. Yeah, maybe I'll just have a level where it's a giant reference to the campaign. I'd do that. I would so do that. You just kind of, you know, just sort of buzz by Mosaic. And Piper's giving you orders, and then all of a sudden, you know, like Piper's giving you orders, and then Bailey's kind of in a cutscene just kind of mucking about. I would do this. I would do this and feel entertained by it, but I hope it's good, too. I want to make it good, that's the problem. But Piper is shit. Kyushu, you shush. I don't think Bailey would be in a very good mood, but we won't talk about potential spoilers for that campaign. I don't think anyone's really going to be in a good mood. You've all been conscripted and the country's in a horrible war now. I don't think the servant kids are really going to be in very good moods. Wait, no, what am I clicking on? My brain's just faltering out here. I think I could just run in. Right? Yes, good, okay. Kyushu, you're the only one who can say that, but that's a biased statement. Oh, dear God, we're almost there. Oh, sweet mother of God, we're almost there. 63, I'm trying really, really hard, even though I'm not technically married to you anymore. That was a no. I'm gonna make sure you're leading this whole fucking outfit, though. Running through a minefield sounds pretty fun. Yeah, I don't think that, Haruka. I don't think that at all. Oh, thank God, level 70. Yeah, we just need Takao to come out. You know, maybe I should just go try now to find my wife. Maybe that's the next thing I should do. Just roll the rifle recipe until we get Type 95. Yeah, the servants yelling at their commander for fucking causing friendly fire, and then the Voshkodestians going, "You hit your own men, but do not worry, we have more. Don't let it happen again." Though I suppose to be really on point here, if I wanted to be like I actually want to hit you with it. is I suppose the servants would complain to you because you're an idiot for calling in that strike. And honestly, for the Vosh VO, you'd probably hear them lamenting about dropping bombs on their allies. The pilots would take it pretty hard. If I wanted to be 100% real with you. Okay. Holy sweet mother of God, we made it to 70. Oh my God, we made it to 70. Oh, sweet mother of God, finally. I could use these doubles now. I could use all these doubles now. Yay! Fucking good God! Ugh. And I have 3 doubles left, so I'm gonna keep those. 2014. That's funny. That's really funny. Oh, that's a good and a bad year for me, actually. Actually, no, that's a great year, for the most part. That's the year I moved out of my mother's house, and all this crazy shit started. Well, that hit close to home really unexpectedly, but there you go. Level 70. Well, there you go. She's got max stats now. 2055. Isn't that like around the day? It's 2060. That's the date today. All right, 2055, huh? All right, I'll take that as a date of note, I suppose. But holy sweet mother of God, we're done. At least for today, really, because I can't really go on. Like, I'll be here all night, but I need to back up and get prepared because I'm probably just going to be coming here tomorrow and doing the same thing. Okay, so basically what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna move IDW to the main slot here. Just so she gets the more XP, and next time we're gonna be leveling IDW up. And then maybe getting the other members of the squad a little bit closer. But yeah, we're done for today. I'm just gonna come back and do this tomorrow because we need to get this done. They're at 7,000 combat score. Everything's fine. Everything's fine, we just need to get them to level 70. And Echelon 2, actually not Echelon 2, Esh 6, Servant 6. The meme squad is here and they're ready to go. So that's just fucking fantastic. I got everything that I needed to get and more. Servant 6. Right. So, that's good, and once we're done leveling Echelon 1, we're gonna be leveling these fuckers. And hopefully it's a little bit easier. But yeah, that'll be it for me today, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be back tomorrow at 3 to grind even more. So I've been your wonderful host, Fontaman, and thank you for being here and watching me grind for almost 6 hours. See you all next time.